So this copy is only gonna have, it's got a link for
This is the system.
Jill's proposed. This is the system.
Trust right on. If I had the other,
You'll prefer the other one.
there's another one. We got the system.
Anybody need highlighters?
Yeah, I didn't bring mine.
This is the,
So we got two systems, right?
yes, this is the general fund expenses.
Huh?
You need a highlighter?
Is it?
Well, revenue expenses. The revenue line is just one line
Pink.
and the staples.
Like pens and highlighters and stuff like that.
This is the general fund. And
Well,
revenue
I
is
don't
just
need this
line.
one. This one's just better, got bigger numbers on it.
This is gonna be, sorry, I should have brought these 905 glasses. This is gonna be the general revenue. Or what was traditionally has been the general revenue.
Okay, so it's really, it goes before this.
Lisa gave us this one already.
Well, yeah,
This one
but
has-
I passed out
We've
everything
got
that,
two, this is just.
Okay.
one of them's a little bit bigger than the other. I'll move my stuff over so you have more room. General revenue.
So when we pass when we propose a budget, I guess the mayor signs off on it. We have 30 days, we're gonna wait 30 days to be able to finalize it.
Adopt it,
So-
adopt it.
Yes.
After he signs it, or what?
Yes. So he has to submit it to Lisa. As this is the proposed one.
All
So
right.
that puts us on at the 26th. So which one would you, do you want to go over the revenue first, or do y'all want to go over the,
You pick. Which one you want? Let her decide. Yeah.
yeah, we get to decide.
One's a detailed revenue.
System. This is all general.
so we can look at the revenue first.
On general,
on the general.
Okay,
Revenue general.
that's a single sheet. This single sheet.
We got two, one's got the staff one and the other one just has ours. There should be two. Two one pages. One and then one.
Are they the same?
One just got, what you
One
did is,
has two lines,
she
two yellow
proposed
lines.
that, she got percentage on the right side, so.
Yeah, I see it.
She likes to play with numbers, so that's okay, right? All right.
This was bigger, yeah.
So the first, for the current taxes, that's based off of the number that we get from Marcy.
Okay,
And then times our property rate, or the total property value, and then divided by 100 times the property tax.
right.
Is it's 764 plus the 110,000 that's showing on, it's showing on the debt service, line 4,000, ad valorem tax revenue debt service.
Oh, the 110.
Oh, okay.
So that's gonna be the INS portion, and then the current revenue is gonna be, current revenue in general fund is gonna be the M and O portion.
Okay.
And then the delinquent taxes, that's what is delinquent that we received on the current taxes.
That's income portion.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then penalties and interest on those taxes. And, sorry, city sales taxes on there. And so there's a current, and then there's the delinquent, and I try to separate them out, because we haven't been separating them out, I don't think, in the past. Because I think if we have those numbers calculated how they have them, we should be able to estimate how much we have left each year and what delinquent we usually receive.
So the city sales taxes, is that 294?
Yes.
So basically, the debt service, you shouldn't have, I don't think you should have the EDC money. You have 147,44, that shouldn't be income for, that's not income.
You can put but then
It
you
comes up,
separate
it comes in our encode as income, and then it comes out as an
And then
expense.
you take it off.
Which to me, that shouldn't, you know.
Yeah, it needs to be a
It shouldn't be.
balance sheet item.
Yeah. So in and out, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And then on here, it's got, there's a line item for street in the sky bluish color, and then a line item for street maintenance fund.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, we were gonna try and move the street maintenance fund out of the general fund. That way it shows as its own. It's where you're able to see how much is left.
The street maintenance fund is the one that's equal to EDC.
Yes.
No, 147 that shouldn't be income, but that should be. That
Yeah, it should be a.
That shouldn't be a line item, right?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a line item in the general fund.
These two, so yeah.
Well, I think in the past,
We
what
usually
we've done is
put it on the street.
they put it in the bottom, but not in the total.
Yeah.
They put it like an asterisk, EDC, and then sells the street maintenance, and then that way we know that that's gonna be coming in
Yeah.
as well.
I think
But-
for,
Like
for
right here.
this purposes, I wanted just to show y'all this.
Right.
This is typically what y'all would see
Yeah.
in the general.
But I'm okay with it, because we know what's gonna happen. Yes. That's right.
The other one that has just the one phone, so the total cash right now is 472,053. And then this, the rally is 247,395. And it looks like they just did a 1-year CD for that, for one of them. So one of them will expire in November, so we need to start moving with that.
And I hate to say this, but don't you know that my name is on that CD? I get all that information. I've said it before, it needs to be, my name needs to be off of it. So, maybe I need to go over there and say, what do we need to do to get my name on?
So it's just street.
Which is not anything that is,
It would be, it's on a separate,
Because that's not,
its own, its own,
but that's not a street maintenance fund.
so there's, there's street maintenance, and then there's maintenance,
Right, okay.
and I think they got expenses and stuff that continues on with this.
On the street maintenance fund, you can't spend it unless council approves it, it's not easy.
So that's not really. Just 147.44, get that out, easy out, I give that. 155,566 is the number we're working, right?
It would be the bottom number 257.
I don't know, y'all are reading it.
Do you have an increase in license permits?
We have 2 nowadays and the public there. Just guessing.
Right.
It's just the same as it was, last year. But I know they prepaid for some of that stuff, they already paid for. Yeah. It's not, they paid for all of it. Right. That's all.
So that's what we're going to say. It says police department, but if you put code enforcement there, you look at 1,800.
That, can't recall what that is, but that is some, it might have been some miscellaneous fee that we received. I know we're supposed to receive a check for, yeah, I think that's not what it is. A check for, like, prescription drugs being sold. And like overcharging, or they were doing something wrong, so it was like a massive full lawsuit. And all the cities got a little bit fortunately out of that.
So the code enforcement citations were over there.
We're not gonna do code enforcement?
I didn't, I guess, have an amount to it.
Huh?
And I don't know how the rules go, if it's the same as like the court system.
I should be in court,
Huh?
I should be in court,
Should?
municipal court, yeah. You should have right on the municipal court for that one. So they get their money, I guess.
But how are we gonna pay it?
That was my question.
How are we gonna pay the code enforcer?
What's the salary?
And I don't have the salary in here either. For the enforcer.
Because you would have two salaries, the inspector and then the code enforcer. Two separate. So
Yeah.
he's wearing two hats.
He's wearing two hats, and then under license permits, Walker, Australian hasn't got any permits, actually. Where? Who's out?
Not yet.
So those are
I know
gonna
hers
fall,
were- Something was waived with her.
those are gonna fall,
Well, only the ones she builds.
Only what she builds.
But if she sells to a builder, then we don't waive any fees to any other builder, just her, which she's a sub-developer. But she might build like 7, 8 houses. I think on the code enforcer, I mean, just, you can always go on the high end and do, well, like 25,000
that's what I was thinking.
or 30, and then the other,
That's gonna be probably, that should be pretty much required, and get personnel, right?
I don't see them very good.
But it's gonna, she should have it in another piece of paper. Back in the old days, remember we had these? These had the old days, and we had, then we put the fire, police department, the salaries. And the general fund, it's gonna be there, but it's, she's got, maybe that's it right there.
this one right here.
Yeah, that was it,
The admin.
that's what it's gonna be at. I think,
Yeah,
like,
because on the total,
yeah,
But
she's on the right track, but
where does
I think this right here is gonna be for
Where
the,
does the
Yeah.
revenue go?
yeah, but there's, should be revenue coming in.
Where does the revenue gonna go?
it should be back in the bottom right there, you know, with the full cash in that should be municipal court in there. It should be. That makes sense.
Because the code enforcer doesn't bring in money, it's the court, so it would show revenue would be in
See,
the
like-
court. So the court system would have to increase.
See right here, total right here, they got the impound here, remember we had the impound here?
Yeah.
And municipal court, that's where it should be. So she needs to put a line on, put those in there.
Well, once we get to the municipal court, we're able to see it over here.
But you don't have it here. You should have it here somewhere.
Oh, yes.
So don't have it there.
You didn't put no revenue for the
I
municipal court?
I didn't have municipal court in here. I need to pull that in here.
Oh, okay, yes.
So it should be in here right here.
Could that be something on a finalized one? So I know there's rules with like being able to project the revenue. I'll probably have to go with the judge on that. And Eddie.
Which is debits.
And then on the general, under, rural fire, it's at 50,000. Yet, year to date, we're at 141.
Cause that had in this special money that we got.
And how much was that?
October.
Yeah.
60,000.
How much?
64.
So that was 64,000?
No, I think there was like the Sinton money was in there.
Mhm.
Hopefully we don't get anything with it.
And we still have,
There's 2 months.
there's still, you're not, I think you're, I think you need to add that. Unless there's more, but 64,000 is what I hear.
And then, I don't know if there was like a timing difference of the payments. It seemed like we got like 2 payments.
141 minus 64 is what it is.
You have to manually turn it on. You have to manually turn it on. That's what they've been
So
doing.
leaves 119.
Okay. Okay.
We know that certain money's not gonna happen again.
What's the ambulance subsidy? We don't get anything from you.
So I
Yeah,
think
we
the
get from
rural,
the county.
the rural is just the,
County pays us.
based on,
Yeah,
the
we.
based on their calls, and I think the ambulance subsidy is really, I guess, ambulance and fire that we get from the county. So if they didn't have any calls, they would still have that money available.
And where do you put like what we're paying them? What would that be under?
Expenses.
So do you normally show the EDC revenue on this page?
On the revenue page,
You have to show EDC money?
no, normally you wouldn't, but since it's revenue and it shows up, I guess, in the general fund, I left it on here, but really it would be there would be an expense too.
So
It would be an in and out. But truly, it should be a balance sheet item. It should be, we're just the custody, or the fiduciary money. We're just holding it and transferring it.
okay. I mean, on this one here, I think we just need to add to, well, maybe not, I guess. The license and permit, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Add a little bit there, and I think everything else should be okay, since the police department revenue, or whatever that line item is going to be, falls under the court, right? Under the court system.
Mhm. But why does it even show police department bringing in 1,800?
She said it was a drug check or something.
Oh, okay.
We received a drug check or something.
Oh, I thought she did.
And we probably just wouldn't have that next year, but I think that is still money that y'all would need to figure out a purpose for. It's,
Right, no,
I
it's
think
incoming.
drug related or something.
Since we
I don't
already
know what-
voted on the, and it passed the code enforcer, / inspector, I would change that police department to that. Unless, agree with that. But we already passed that, so we know it's gonna be on there somewhere. Has to be budgeted.
municipal court,
But then she has a police department.
police and municipal court.
She has a 51,000. She still's got that, I guess, position. We can just change it.
Are you looking at the expenses?
That's the
Revenue-
51,000.
Expensive, expensive, yeah. That's breaking down, and she still got 51,000 for me, but that code portion. On this one, Isaac,
But I think that's for the municipal court salaries.
So if it
Yeah,
says
it is.
That's everybody.
municipal
she
police,
got put through, then we got to put money in this one.
Yes.
Yeah,
This
municipal
will put it out.
police is the municipal court, and then
This will put it out right there.
police
And
is
then I'll
just
change
police.
this one. Put another, instead of another municipal court salary, we could slash, just put other. And she can tally that up.
Okay, so the only.
See, here's that 1,800 right here. She could have put it right there in the police. And that comes back over here, this one here. She got, oh, so the health insurance came, so we could, instead of employee health insurance with code, says other officer. Jack up that number to 60. That's pretty much kind of like shot in the dark on it. So basically, we got 1,000,009, right? Almost 2 million to spend, right? Pretty much, basically. I would say, right? About 2 million.
Well, you can't count EDC.
I was just saying, you gotta take off
So one-
the
So
so one-
it's like,
I could take
I
you.
calculated 1598.
She's got this right, that's 15, that's that number right there.
Is it off?
Okay, what is, what's the number?
Then you have to take the street name and stuff.
She's got 1550, I calculated 1598.
This one here. So that's the money we have,
Still a million.
1,000,005.
Well, don't you have to take out the street also?
She did it right here.
Yeah, she did.
1.5 million.
Okay.
There's two, we got
Yeah.
a back and forth. So that was pretty much,
I've got 2.57.
I like your numbers.
Which that's with pooled cash. I don't know, were y'all including pooled cash?
No, we were just including
No, we're just looking at.
the general.
Okay, just the general would be the 1583.
Yeah. 15.
Right.
Okay. All right. So that's good. Now we're going to
I mean,
revenue.
it might bring in more because you're not showing the municipal court bringing in money.
Yeah,
But I understand what you're saying. We can't throw a figure out there because we don't know.
Right.
And we don't want to say, oh, so they have a quota, whatever.
yeah, I think that's why we're not allowed to, or the special rules for it with the budget was.
Yeah, we don't know, but
It can't.
we do estimate to bring in some.
Mhm. So the only one, what were we changing on there? The code enforcement, the police officer is code enforcement,
Yes.
and leave it at the 1,800 amount?
Right. Is it in this one where you're changing it, or is it in the municipal court?
Yeah, I think you're, again, you're. Just look at your license permits, I don't know, well. Yeah, maybe you're all right, you'll be, I think you'll be all right. One of these.
As long as we know that that's gonna bring in also more than what that's expected. She's
Yeah.
just using last year's figures.
Okay.
Let's just be conservative on that.
Right,
We're
but
gonna probably
but we
bring
know
it
there's gonna be
on.
money.
I'd like to see that.
Okay, all right.
You okay with that one? So we know that two items are gonna bring in. The code enforcer and the permits.
So is it in revenue where y'all wanted to change the code enforcer, or is it in this report? Because remember you said something about changing it? Instead of.
Well, it says police municipal together. As revenue, it doesn't say
But
it.
not in revenue,
Right.
yeah. Because that's what she was asking, if she changes it there. Revenue.
See, but we don't have a police department anymore, so we don't know how much money is gonna come in. And all the tickets are depleting with Landberger and from Sinton.
Yeah.
I asked Patricia, I said, hey, how are we doing? She said, we're almost done. Am I right?
Yeah, we have about 2,000, about 2,500 tickets out there, but some of them can be dismissed. They're
Oh, yeah.
old. Mhm.
So you can't throw a figure out there on that.
Mhm.
Should you just put the line item and just leave it blank? Isaac, what do you think? Put the line item, then leave it blank, so we know that that's gonna
And I'm not
generate?
sure how
I mean, is
code,
it-
because code enforcement, like, part of me thinks that maybe that money does stay with the city, because they're breaking a city ordinance, whereas like a speeding
It-
ticket,
it does
part of
say
your
that.
money goes
It does
to.
stay, it's,
Yeah, I thought, it doesn't go to the court.
no, it still goes to.
It still goes to the
They
court.
still got, they get
Yeah,
the
it still-
$5
It still goes to the
this,
court.
$5 this, and
Mhm.
$2 this
It's going to be up to the judge whether or not she's going to want to
to get that.
to issue a fine and court cost, yeah.
Mhm. But she should charge court
Mhm.
costs because, again, we're already in the red by paying the judge, court clerk, and the prosecutor. We're already in the red right now as we speak.
Right.
So I hope she does.
And she should, because they're out there doing, like, the code enforcement is going to be doing work. Municipal court's going to be, the clerk's going to be doing work.
Exactly.
So she should
Yep.
be charging them
Yep.
because they're going to be doing work on the paperwork on it.
Mhm. So what do y'all want to see?
As far on the revenue?
Mhm.
As far as on the revenue?
Uh-huh.
I think that's fine.
Just leave it alone and not put it in there because we don't know. It's the first time
Just leave it alone.
we're doing code enforcement by itself.
Just leave it alone.
This, that's it, kind of, okay, it's kind of, you know, we'll see what happens here.
Mhm.
Just leave it alone.
Okay. So whatever you want to do next, that's,
So I guess we move on to the, we have the number. We can move to the expenses, general. This is gonna be the 10-page.
One's,
One of them has the staple at the bottom, I think one of them has the staple at the top.
Yeah. So who should we doing the safe on the top or the safe on the bottom?
It's this one right here. You get, just get it.
That one.
So we won't look at this one.
Oh, it's stapled.
Yeah, we won't look at this one.
In the bottom.
Yeah, we're doing the other one. Doing the safe on the top.
Okay, so this one here.
It's like whichever one y'all want, if y'all want to.
I like this one bigger.
To the one with the safe on the top.
This one.
It always said on top, you put the budget in there, what you wanted.
Because I printed the
Good.
one with the correct staple from my computer, and the other one, I did a copies of at the machine, and then I realized top right or top left was the horizontal page.
Just go over this real quick. The
On,
expenses, yeah.
so, I don't know if y'all want to start with this, or if y'all want to start with the salaries.
You want to start with salary or expenses? Expenses.
So we can skip the maintenance for the personnel, because that would be all the salary. I guess one thing would be the overtime. Would y'all want to skip it, with to go all of that at the end?
Where do you have the overtime you said on the,
It's in personnel on the front, so it's expense maintenance and then
Oh, I
personnel.
see that.
So that's all like salary related.
overtime? Oh, mine doesn't have anything.
That's mine, doesn't.
Mine blank.
It is mine.
On the overtime?
Well, maintenance overtime? Is that what you're talking about?
Uh-huh.
Or you're talking about maintenance? Oh,
And then
just,
There's
because
two
mine's blank
different-
too.
There's an overtime and then there's a maintenance overtime. I'm not
Oh.
sure why there's two separate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's nothing in that. Okay. And how much is the increase for salaries?
We're gonna go later. We're doing expenses.
We'll do the top of the salaries.
On maintenance salaries, how many employees is that?
There's 3 employees.
So this is 3 employees?
And
3 employees?
Mhm.
yes.
Okay.
And then I think in the budget, I didn't realize that Hobby was budgeted as system until I pulled out Kyle and Jerry because they were in system. I pulled them out and I was like trying to compare the numbers. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm still off. I'm like, oh, Hobby is in system. I didn't know if he should be pulled out or.
Is he more maintenance or does he do both?
They kind of all do everything.
Mhm.
That's why we think about for the evaluations to do like have everybody do like, figure out how much they actually do, like as an estimate.
Well, were you planning on hiring another person for outside?
Yeah.
So then you should put it, 3 employees plus 1 to hire. So,
I guess we can work with both. So if you're talking about maintenance, you're talking about 3 people, right?
Yes.
2 at $15 and 1 at $16.25.
Yes.
And if you hire one more, what's gonna be their starting pay?
Hmm.
15 has been,
15 is the starting pay. Okay.
Mhm.
So we can budget that in there. We'll add it to the year-to-date.
We have a guy that's gonna retire. His last day is on the 31st. So he's gonna pull out his retirement and he wants to come back as part-time. So once he gets his retirement and his check, we're gonna bring him back part-time. So
Is he the
that
guy
can-
with the $15 with no
Yeah,
proposed annual base wages?
hmm
yes.
yeah,
I saw that, I was like, I just thought it was a part-timer, so that's.
yeah. hmm
And so like,
I wish everybody would be part-time.
and
Yeah,
I noticed I had messed up on my spreadsheet, so this 8% and the proposed annual, those should be switched, like. Those columns.
So we're giving an 8% increase.
On the proposed and the 8% increase.
That's a lot.
Is that what you're saying, Mike?
So, can you repeat that again? What did you say?
So on here, the first column is the current salary. The current hourly, and then the annual salary. And the next one is the general wage increase, because I know at the first workshop, it was discussed to do 8% total, and the cost of living adjustment over like the 2 years was 6.5 now, because I had to adjust the numbers. I think it was like 6.6 then. And so the 8% total. And then the proposed hourly, so it's just the hourly rate times the 1.08. And then the annual would be the one that versus 8% COLA.
I'm gonna give you my opinion real quick, but I'm gonna tell you right now, 8% is too much. 8% is too much. I don't know where that number comes from,
And then,
but I can tell you right now that it should be between 1 to maybe 4. 4 being the highest, but,
That's
if you continue at this route, and we worked really hard to get the employees' pay up this past year, to where they were at, but 8% is too much. I don't know.
that's
I
what
don't
was
know.
discussed at the first.
Huh?
At the first council, that was what was discussed. And those numbers, it came from, it was the 26 Social Security cost of living adjustment, and then the 27, which is, that's not final yet. They won't finalize that number until like October 14th, I think. And then compounded, just the two of them, it's just 6.5 instead of 6.4.
So
So
then,
the
And with a
8%
round
is,
up.
is a whole, the benefits plus the city incentive.
or is it 2 years cost of living?
So 6.5% of it is cost of living adjustment.
6 point,
Yeah.
it's like 2,
Yeah.
it's 3%.
I don't know where that number came from.
It's 2
but-
years. It's 2 years of it.
Huh?
It's 2 years.
It's 2 years because it
It's
hasn't
It's
gotten a
2
raise in
years.
2
It's
years.
last year's, they didn't get last year's and then this year's. It's 2 years of it.
And then these are where I got the 3.6
And I don't think that,
was.
I don't care if they didn't get it or not. They got their hourly raise and hourly wage
Can you
increase.
stick that over here? Because that's
You
what,
can try.
that's, we look, that's what
Right,
we learned
okay.
about that. I didn't know about those. That's what it said. She's looking up, what are you looking at?
They're basing it off 2 years.
Well,
It doesn't-
that's true, but if
Yeah.
we raised them all to where their salary is,
We already raised it.
okay, then then that year of cost of living should be off the table. We should go start from to this year, because that's a lot.
Do you have a list of every person, when they started, how much they were getting paid? And then,
I could look that up.
can you do it right now? Or it's gonna take time?
I could look it up right now, but
They'll throw you off.
I might see like, there might be like stuff that's confidential.
Okay,
I could disconnect
No.
it with them.
Look, is this what you're looking for, Billy? Look at this.
yeah, see, that's what I was, because I'm seeing some of these numbers here. And, some of them are getting paid more than when they were hired, like
Mhm.
quick. Like I see, I'm not gonna mention names, but I see a clerk. I don't know if you wanna turn it off, I mean,
Did we get this?
I did that. That's me. I took this stuff and,
like this person right here got a huge increase right here.
Can you know,
We didn't
zero
even
out that real quick
authorize
for us?
that.
here. Yeah, I got copies.
You want?
Yeah,
Donna?
I think you have.
I've got them.
Oh, perfect.
You got it?
Make sure there's two separate pages.
No, I got
Oh,
it.
we got it.
I got it. You need no more? Here's another one.
See, I'm
I
looking-
did these up on my own.
I'm looking at the clerk. Look at the higher date.
But the hourly rate they've got is 2025. I don't know what they were making prior to that. That's all I got when I asked for it.
That's what I mean. I don't remember we authorized
So-
anybody to
Yeah.
get a big chunk.
See, so they're pretty much the same as far as hourly rate now, but if we give them now another 8%,
Like, look at the last person,
And like
That was
any, I guess,
2017.
raises would have been besides,
You getting the same again. And she's got more responsibilities.
besides the maintenance
plus she's
foreman
been there longer.
has been, his was like the last one, that was October.
Which one? I'm sorry.
The maintenance foreman,
Right. Oh, yeah. Exact,
So
yeah,
his
but
was-
that was part of his,
his was October 20,
okay. But I mean, that was
And
part of
nobody
him
else.
taking on that position.
yeah.
Yeah.
But nobody else has had, I guess, an increase.
No.
All the ones before that, I think would have been
Sorry.
prior to October 24 or October 24.
So I'm concerned about the clerks where one of them has been here several more years than the other one with more responsibility and they're making the same pay.
Yeah, they've only been here 2 years.
But I don't remember that person making that much money. I think I remember that person being hired with only like $12.
Something like that, yeah. Something, I,
The $15 person I understand because the mayor wanted everybody at 15.
But
even
when did
though
the
I
other
was
one get the
against
other
it,
raise?
Because he was trying to compare McDonald's and Whataburger, but like Dairy Queen gets, they pay $15 an hour, but they only work you 10, 12 hours.
Yeah, they don't, yeah, they get no benefits.
No benefits.
Yeah, I just don't know where that other employee got the increase.
Did you all ever get a comparison with other municipalities?
The only person that responded back to me was Ingleside. I have it right here. I didn't make any copies. I brought it with me. That was the only, I did ask several, and that's the only one
So I
that sent me
only have
something.
one page. This is kind of what I got from Taft and Gregory. I don't know if I made extra copies of that one though. Yeah, I got one here. Excuse me.
But we don't know the tenure though.
No, they don't give you that.
There you go. It makes a big difference.
Yeah, they don't, what they do is they just give you their rate per employee. And they don't tell if it's been 5 years or if they have they don't have a merit or anything like that. No, it just came in, just the hourly wage. I can't find the sheet that they gave me. That they sent to me.
So is that person the one for the clerk? Is she actually doing clerk stuff or she's just doing payroll?
Accounts payable and
Accounts
payroll.
payable, accounts payable and payroll, so she's not even a clerk then?
No.
You see, that's what I'm saying. She was hired as a clerk.
Who changed her position?
Oh, is this something else?
Wherever Hilda left.
What's this?
Someone
Because
needs
I
to-
remember when we hired you.
No, that's not mine.
No,
I'm not that
I
fancy.
remember discussing,
I'm played
because
Jane.
it's always been,
Oh, this is
the
English.
bookkeeper has always done accounts receivable.
I can't
they do
find
the
where
payroll. They
My
do
pages are
everything.
that they get sent me.
It's always been like that. Do you recall that when we hired you?
I thought that's what I was gonna be doing, but
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what you should have been doing, yeah. Because I mean, all the other,
Interesting.
well, you were a bookkeeper at one time too, right?
No, no,
Oh,
I
you
never
were,
was bookkeeper.
you were a
I hired as utility.
water.
And stayed there until I,
Because I understand, like, you know, this person's getting money from EDC.
So, okay, so I have
And
a
I don't
question.
know how they stuck it in there.
Okay, so I have a question. So the 8% is just the cost of living?
6.5 of it.
So what's the other one or whatever?
That was like, it was suggested at the workshop just to do it at 1.5% more. To do it
Huh?
eight,
I
to
don't
do eight
remember that.
total.
I don't remember
To
that.
do 8 total?
So 1.5 would be, I guess.
So,
a raise.
okay, so on top of this, you're still looking at the performance review?
Yes.
No, we're not doing that.
What workshop was
We're not
this? Because
doing
I
that.
don't have recall this.
It was the first one.
Oh, the very first one? Oh, okay. So this-
But it was only on cost of living. You weren't talking about the performance.
Mm-mm.
That's what, I guess, the performance was for 1.5, or the
Y'all-
tenure, or the
I wasn't here
longevity pay, I
pushing it.
guess, or.
Yeah.
But
Not
y'all
sure what.
decided to go to
We
8%?
weren't- we were-
No,
Mm-mm.
it was just-
no, I would have never said 8%, ever.
I remember 8%.
I missed the first meeting,
But I don't think 8% was even mentioned.
No, I don't remember.
Did you, Becky?
No,
Was
I don't
it
think
the
we
mayor
mentioned that.
percent?
I would have never, never
I
done
don't
We
think
saw
that.
we're
something like
saying it,
cost
I know
of
it
living.
was,
What
it
percent?
was talked about.
Well, the cost of living is at 2.8 for last year. I don't know what this year's in. 2.6 or something like that.
They're saying
They haven't really said it.
the AARP is saying 3.5, the Senior Citizens League 3.6, and the Mary Johnson 3.7. And I guess those are the ones that everybody
you
looks
don't,
at as the guy.
you don't get both. You either get you get the cost of living increase or you get your performance review.
Right.
You don't get both. Normally, the cost of living increase doesn't come in until you've decided the city was in a really bad position. You decided to pay everybody, then you give them the cost of living. You pass the cost of living percentages to them, but you don't do both. At least what I know. I could be wrong,
'Cause I think,
but you don't do
how I-
both.
how I think of it is more of like, if you started at $15 an hour 2 years ago, your $15 doesn't pay for, you might be able to afford a meal at Dairy Queen for 15, and now the meal is,
But
now
that's
the
where,
meal is $16.
but that's where that employee has the time to perform it to a certain level to where they can get an increase by taking on other job responsibilities, getting, taking on extra projects. You don't just give it to them because cost of living has gone up. You don't just reward everybody. You've got to work for it. You've got to show that you have the initiative to do more than what you're able to do, and your rating on your performance review is going to score, and it's going to be a reflection of you. And the only time you do a cost of living, and like I said, I could be wrong, but I'm used to, is when, again, there's a financial issue with the city or something, and you decide cost of living goes across to everybody. We're not going to do performance reviews, and you just pass it on. And that's when that comes into play, but you don't give them both, and you have the opportunity to make more money. It's just up to the individual. How much you're
As
going
to
to
their
put in,
performance.
and how much if you don't perform, you stay at $15. You perform, then you get a little bit more.
So what do you want to give them? So what percentage do you want to give them?
I mean, where are you putting the performance review increase?
Well, have they had their reviews?
There wasn't, I guess there wasn't a performance.
They haven't
We never
had a
that, so
They haven't had an evaluation or anything
how much
yet.
you want to give them? 1.5, 2.6?
Well,
See,
you
we could hash this all day, but
could
good percentage on
For-
it.
Cause I know Sal had like a $10,000 merit increase where he could divvy out who gets the
No.
$10,000 as far as, I guess,
No.
Well, I
bonus
think,
money, but it never was used, so no one got raises
but
based on
I see
that.
some increases in here that we did not authorize under Sal's watch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at this person over here, the second one, been here since 2010 and only making that amount
Do you remember what
compared to somebody who's been here 2
Do you
years.
remember what the max is? What percent?
When I was here, after your evaluation, you either got 2% or 3%, or if you were really, it was a 5%. Very few got 5.
I think it was.
I wouldn't have a problem plugging in 3
I think
and put 3 in there, and then it's going to reflect, because I don't think everybody's going to be a 3. If I look at the performance reviews and I see a bunch of 3, I don't think people perform at the same rate.
Mm-mm.
People perform at different rates. So you should have a variety of different rates in there. It shouldn't all be one rate. But I would be okay with,
I just thought this is how it
the
was
way the measurements are,
passed.
I would be okay with a 3% increase. And then it is what it is. I mean, if it's below, it's below, but not at 8, and not both.
The way
I've
we
ever
used
heard
to do it
anybody
is a
do an 8.
3% cost of living and then 2% on evaluation. The max was 5%.
That's right.
We've done it like that before.
At this rate, and the way you have it put here, you're gonna have people in positions making more than other people that are really doing double work.
Mm-hmm.
Those people that aren't doing enough work are gonna catch up to these people and surpass them.
Which isn't,
They're on a salary base versus the hourly people. So, and you're rewarding really either bad performers or non-performers. That's the problem I have with this. So, but I think, that's just my opinion, I think 3 would be okay. And then we just take it from there, but not 8, and then on top of that, your performance
Performance.
review. Mhm.
not at all.
Plus, we
I
gave them
didn't
an
think it
increase,
was-
we took a
It
big,
was gonna be a performance review, like, I didn't know if that was gonna be, if we were gonna get wages based on that.
plus we took a big increase on the insurance, I think, right?
Mhm.
Health insurance too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like looking at just, I was surprised with the numbers on for the insurance, because it's like, it's really good for employees, but if you were gonna try to cover your spouse or dependents, it would take over half of your salary,
Okay, since we're here with
like
that,
80% of your salary.
See, look at the way, the typical cost of living raise for 2026. And it's a 2.8 for corporate and general employment, typically merit Merit and
Mhm.
cost of living salary increases are an average between 3.0 and 4.0. Isaac hit it right on the money.
Right.
With many companies targeting roughly 3.5.
That's right.
Yeah, I would do.
And that was,
Because
because
that's as a whole.
this was,
and
I guess,
then-
the 26 and the
And then if you
27.
go with actual cost of living, how much the goods cost, fuel, food, it's at 3.4.
Yeah.
So by us doing the 3, they're still there, they're still
Still there.
getting that
Oh, yeah.
increase.
But that's just for, I guess, 1 year.
I don't see
That's
why
where
we need to go
that's where
back.
that 2.8 is.
No,
I'm not
But
for
I
going
think- I
back.
think the 1 year that we adjusted everybody's pay to higher,
That's right.
some of them got a bigger increase to make more than the
But there was
McDonald's.
some
Some of
that,
them
I
Dairy
were,
guess,
Queen
some of
worker.
them were 12 and they went straight.
some of
up
the,
to
like, some
15.
people like started, I guess, after them.
Yeah, but that was when they went straight across the board to start at 15. That's why. And shouldn't this one right here, the one that we were talking about that was hired on 12/14/23, should go back to clerk and you take over the.
Well, it's like we're double paying.
Mhm.
That's,
I mean, you can't decrease her payment. That's not her fault that she got that. That's not gonna be fair on her.
No, I'm saying, can she go back to her thing,
to clerk,
to clerk?
To just being clerk.
but not at that amount.
She said they can't decrease her payment.
Oh, yeah, you can.
can.
You would be fired at will.
You can.
Let go at will. We're government. Now, we gotta make room for increase others' pay or make room for that court enforcement pay. We're gonna be dishing out more money to the court system. But yeah, everybody's
We're
at
looking
will.
to outsourcing too.
Everybody's at will,
'Cause if you-
except for
if
the
you're looking-
administrator
If you're looking to outsource
and the
also.
city attorney and the judge. Those go before the council, but it's gotta be majority, but
Why do you believe we need to go back 2 years? You did it.
Because there wasn't because the last, I guess, adjustment was October 24. So
So
there wasn't
again,
anything in
That was-
October 25.
I'm gonna ask you again, why do you think we need to go back 2 years? Why do we need to go give them the
additional cost of living.
the cost of living for 2 years? You keep saying that nobody got it the year before that, but we took everybody to a higher pay. That was our goal. Our insurance continued to go up. And, I know that we want to get their pay up because of people that work at restaurants are making more. But those typically people are part-time and they don't have insurance. And we're paying their insurance,
retirement as well.
retirement as well. So I'm just trying to understand why you would think that we owe them the 2 years. But
It was my understanding that the city usually did do.
the city what?
The city that usually had done the cost of living. in the
That's
past.
never happened.
Mm-mm.
That at least when I was here,
Mm-mm.
Jesse, you were here too.
Yes.
Yeah, Jesse was here
Back in
too.
the day, yeah.
We thought it was great to
We
get a
changed
quarter.
that, actually.
Yeah, we thought it was great to
Yeah,
get a
we thought
quarter
it was
a quarter.
when we got
nickel.
25 cents.
Yeah.
And then we changed it to a performance review by percentage, but it was never to get out of control like this. It was not intended to do this. It was intended to get people to work in different departments, to want to be promoted, to make more money and move up and be willing to take on more.
It was
That's what.
an
the intention was.
incentive.
Yeah.
It was for incentive purposes.
Because if you combine that first clerk and the finance administrator, that's $96,000 right there.
Yeah,
And we're paying 30,000 to fix everything for 1 year.
wow.
That's what I'm saying, that,
Yeah.
I
Like I
don't
said,
know,
it wasn't done correctly, so
I
they were
don't
having to
know
pay for it.
who created that position, again, when there's a city ordinance that says nobody shall create positions without the, city council approval. And then we approve a budget, and then they sneak in
Mhm.
some wages without us knowing as well.
So I think you take that 8% down to 3%. That's just my recommendation, we can move forward.
Mhm. I'm in agreement with
I
that.
don't know. Jess, what do you think?
Sounds good. That's what I'm saying, get it, that sounds a lot better.
Mhm.
And no, we can hatch this out all night.
Especially that
Yeah,
we
that's
can,
what I'm saying.
for us to afford it.
As I was saying, we could, yeah,
You know, like I said, she means well, but we can't afford it.
We can't.
So then
That's
I'm
what I
moving,
mean.
so then I'm moving forward, you know, because I've already gotten these evaluations going. I've already talked to Betsy, I've talked to Angela and to Jerry. We're gonna start doing evaluations. So then what you're saying is that if we get really good performance evaluations next year, then we can give raises because their performance is so well. Yes, no? Isn't that what y'all were
you have a
saying?
beginning percentage,
Right,
and you got a height.
right,
That's your target.
okay,
Not to exceed and not to. go
Right.
below.
for sure.
But they still can't have both. Like
No,
like,
shouldn't
they can't have
No.
the performance and a cost of
you should
living.
never have both.
Yes. That's how,
I guess because usually I guess the cost of living would be like, that would be your minimum, I guess, you would want.
Well, I'm concerned about these two positions over there. Like you said, you even mentioned, we're also paying $30,000.
To fix stuff that wasn't done.
Right, but
Yeah.
It's still not getting.
it's 96.
I mean, that's more than what we pay the city administrator.
Mm-hmm.
And then who would qualify for the 3%? Would it be like employed how long with the city?
But what was the question?
Who would
qualify
qualify for the
3%?
3%?
That'd be up to whoever's doing the performance review.
For the cost, the 3% that y'all wanted to do,
The,
proposing?
the 3%'s in there for performance review, not cost of living.
Okay, so there's no
It can
flat 3%?
No, it goes
No.
from 1%, like, let's say, okay,
No.
this person didn't do that great, so you know what, you just get 1%. This person did a lot more than this one, 2%.
Unless you're recommending that we take a flat increase across the board for everybody, then that's your recommendation, and let's talk about one and three. If that's what you want to do. That's not gonna satisfy your higher performance employees that are doing better than others, but you're raising everybody at the same level. That's what you're doing by doing that. So it's really entirely up to you. But if you're not recommending that, then that's a performance review increase. That's budget, that's fair.
See, by law, we don't have to pay cost of living.
No.
By law, you don't. That's why there's a minimum wage at $7.25.
Yes, still.
Nobody pays, I mean, I'm being realistic, I'm just saying.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. But only if this goes to that she's doing part of your job, that should go back to you. That this goes to, and honestly, she doesn't have enough of it, right? So do we really need this part? She helps out in the front. She helps out in the front and creating in the past. No, that's good. That's the shade tree. If what's gonna happen is that if we're gonna have to get rid of a clerk, we're gonna have to get rid of a clerk who's been here the least amount of time. That's just the fair way to do it. If we're gonna get rid of the clerk, we're gonna get rid of the clerk that's been here the least amount of time. That's just the fair way to do it.
True. And you put the other person who goes back to the floor, the way it was. Because,
I think, because Hilda, before she left, she had and admin, like,
Who was helping?
it was Gabby, and she was entering the bills.
'Cause I
just
don't
like
think
how she is
Hilda-
now.
Wasn't Hilda, was she a clerk? Was Hilda a clerk?
Hilda was a bookkeeper.
Bookkeeper.
She did all the payroll, all the,
And that's what Gabby's doing.
But she like,
but that should be,
Gabby was doing the data entry before then,
Mhm.
whenever
Well,
Hilda
a
was
lot
there,
of the-
and Hilda was doing
a
like
lot of the
review
other
over
clerks
it.
in the past was doing data entry and all that. I mean, I could just mention one name, Nancy. She was doing that too. Back in the day, they were all cross-trained. There was no like,
Yeah, they all need
oh,
to
I
be
ain't gonna do it
cross-trained.
because they ain't my job.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was like, you're gonna learn not just enough to whereas the other person is sick or on vacation, that's what you're gonna help out with. So, and there was no increase in pay because of that either.
You have to learn everything, just like the utility too. They have to learn that so that Angela can take her vacation and know that things are still gonna be functioning. So maybe train her also to help her.
Now, the actual person that should know all of it is a city administrator. In case somebody's sick,
Mhm.
so, you know, somebody needs to
Right.
step in or whatever, but in reality, that's the way it should be.
Get that clerk to
Does,
help
if
her.
Angela were to go on vacation, who's gonna do her job?
Destiny.
Okay.
Mhm.
So they're trained.
So she's the only one trained for it?
Destiny, you know. Mhm.
And
And
then
who's the
You
last?
you need to train the
Patricia
other one
does-
too, also then.
a lot of the receiving, and then Gabby will do a lot of the receiving, and then.
And who's the person
And I'll
that
do
came in
some.
the last?
Destiny.
I mean, like you said, if it's fair, fair is fair. But that clerk at 17 should be dropped to 15. And you can drop, because again, that position was never created. Who authorized that? The other administrator, before he left, because I remember they were trying to get one of the maintenance guys, which is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, also at 17, and that didn't happen, because we said no.
Yeah, 'cause you have
We
somebody
said no because I remember the mayor said that he recommended because that's what Sal wanted. No, I think Sal mentioned it before he left. He
He
said,
left an email.
this is what I
Yeah,
want.
I had an email.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I want.
Yes.
Because you have the utility making the
But
same
there wasn't
as
an
the clerk.
increase at that, like, for that year.
Yeah.
The what?
You have the utility person that's been here since 2017,
Mhm.
and the person from 2023 making the same amount as
Right.
her. You know, so she should be helping her. She should be cross-training right there too. And that. And I think she should be making a little bit more money than her.
I want to say that the first clerk has a degree, but I'm not 100% sure. But I have to see if she has a degree.
Who's that?
The first clerk that you're talking about.
Yeah.
I want to say that she might have a degree, but I have to double check that.
Right. But she was hired as a clerk, not as a bookkeeper.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I
No,
have
you
to
weren't
find
there.
out. That's
I
too.
remember we got they wanted to increase 2 people. And those 2 people. only
But
one
it
of
wasn't,
them-
that wasn't her. The two
No.
people that they wanted to, it was Destiny.
It was the
Yes.
second.
It was
Oh.
Destiny.
Yeah, that's what they wanted.
See,
They wanted to increase.
I just remember
It was Destiny
what the
Kyle.
former administrator wanted.
Yeah, because he said that she was helping a lot with other stuff too.
Mhm.
I guess time to cross-train her with.
Mhm.
Now, as far as who you're gonna let go, that's up to you. I'm just. And it doesn't have to go before council. I mean, it's just basically saying that position doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Betsy should take on that role of doing everything. Sorry, Betsy, but you were hired for that.
But then if Betsy goes on vacation, she needs to, this one needs to know what to do. This way you cross-train everybody.
Well, if you're ever gonna take vacation, once you're doing payroll and all that, you would just,
Only
you can
did 5
only, you
days,
could
so.
teach Lisa how to do simple payroll,
Mhm.
and that's it. As far as accounts payable, you can always pay it when you come back, or they can even write a manual check if somebody is demanding to get paid. 2 signatures the way we're gonna want it.
You'll still have the typewriter.
Hmm?
You'll still have the typewriter.
They have a typewriter? Yeah.
'Cause-
Gabby uses it.
Now, where are we gonna plug in that code enforcer and how much and inspector? What do y'all want to see there?
What is the position?
What's the position down here at the bottom of that first page that says vacant in system?
That's the superintendent, we saw them replaced.
Oh, okay. So that's a position, but we never hired anybody.
Which one is that? I'm sorry.
Look on the front page of this,
Mhm.
look down at the bottom down here, vacant in system.
49,000.
Oh, I know what that is. That's a superintendent.
Right, that's what she
Right.
said.
Oh, sorry.
That's what she said
My
when
mind
I,
is somewhere
that was my
else,
answer.
but That's always been monies that we put aside just in case. But I think we can save money by outsourcing it.
Mhm.
Like the way we talked about.
But we still need to put in for the code enforcer.
Mhm.
And are they still, wanting, I guess, the position, like the contract
What do you mean?
In the system?
for system?
Yes, we're looking at wanting to do contract for system, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know he was gonna leave like last October, I guess.
What's that?
He was gonna leave like before, and so I didn't know if he was still wanting to stick on.
I don't know.
And I haven't heard any updates on that.
The inspector, you mean?
For the superintendent,
Oh, superintendent.
for the contractor.
Who was gonna be? Josue? I didn't know
No, Sandoval.
that. Joe?
No, he's not a superintendent. He's just a
He's
contractor.
just a
Or either because the
contractor.
operator, because y'all were talking about a contractor.
He's
No,
a
no, the
contractor.
bottom-
He just
the
because of
bottom
he has
right
his
here is a
license.
Superintendent, we've
Right.
always budgeted for that. So that money for years has not been utilized,
Mm-mm.
but it's been thrown in the budget. So you even have that money to work with.
Well, since Jerry Miser,
Yeah, it was just Jerry.
that was Jerry Miser's position.
position.
Oh, well, a couple of years ago,
Mhm.
the city was putting monies away for superintendent, other than Jerry Miser and the foreman.
Mm.
And that was never used either, so.
Can you change that vacant position and put code enforcement there? I don't have a problem with that.
I wouldn't- I don't either.
And not to say that's what we're gonna pay, but at least you have a limit. Since you already have it in there, and put code enforcement in there. Codes enforcement / inspectors. You okay with that?
I'm okay with it. I doesn't even
So
want to
this
pay
is
that.
currently in the system, would be a system fund, so it would be in the general fund.
So to move it to the general fund.
No, it would have to stay here. It stayed in, because we don't have a police department. We don't have a
So,
police department, so it stayed
I
here.
have the position open. It's on the website. Do I take it down?
For
For the
which one?
superintendent, it's been there since before I started.
Oh, I wouldn't, I'd take it
Like I
down.
said, for years, it's already been 3 or 4 administrators, and they've been putting money in budget and never used it. It just got rolled over.
But
So,
she
I
said,
wouldn't
Do
do
I
it.
leave the
No, I wouldn't
position?
do it.
so take
I'd
out
take it out.
I take
because
it out?
We
Okay.
never agreed
Yeah.
to hire. And now that we're talking about the possibility of contracting to another company,
Mhm.
but still keep our guys, you know.
Yeah, no, yeah. But I'm asking if I just take it out of the
I would.
website
Yeah, it's been there for how long?
before I got here.
You see?
Mhm. Okay.
See, there's not too many people out there have a superintendent,
No, because they need licenses.
right?
Mhm.
And I guess, so I did not have them in that budget amount for, on here. The 49,900. So I had it at 174,700, which would have been the system amount.
This for you? It's 15 and then 150. Yeah. Only one person stays, so that's another one. What we're saying is if, once you eliminate that one person, and again, that's gonna be up to you. It'll, that clerk will just get paid 15. Plus the cost of living or whatever we're gonna decide on that, performance. So that's gonna free up right there $38,000. Where it says muni, that's a municipal court.
Yes,
That person does other stuff for the city as well,
What we talking about?
municipal court
yes.
clerk. That's who that muni is.
Mhm.
She does other stuff.
She'll, whenever customers show up, she'll go
Okay.
and she'll,
I was gonna say, I mean, you're gonna have to utilize her.
Mhm.
You might as well
Because,
cross-train her
how come she
to
works at times.
do other stuff or, and don't get me wrong, they can still help you as far as like what other clerks used to do is just enter stuff, but you're the one that has to look at it and make sure that it's correct. Then once you issue the check, then you take it to the administrator for 2 signatures. But they can still help you, but right now we have 2 positions and that's not, I don't see that right. Because even on EDC, we have you and that person, right?
Yeah, that's the finance. So
And how many checks do we write?
You have 2 of them.
Very little.
Mhm.
Well, we're gonna have to reevaluate that, because,
Yeah, because we have 4 people.
and I know Sal meant well, or I don't know what, and he, because you're doing a lot of the stuff too.
Mhm.
On the reporting, Becky does know how to do it, she can easily show somebody how to do it. Last time we paid somebody $2,500 for a consultant to do it. And we didn't have to pay that much. It could have been done just like that. And I think that's what Angela's doing.
I don't know what it is.
she's doing the check deposits.
Oh, she deposits a check for EDC. That's just once a month.
See, that's a bookkeeper.
That's a once a month.
Yeah.
Well, you have to have like separation of duties, like you wouldn't want the same person doing everything, because it creates a lot of risk.
But the,
Well, it really does.
the previous
I don't know
bookkeeper
if
did
it's
all the
separate.
deposits. Well, no, Andrew, the girls in the front, they all did the one that, the calendar. But of any other checks that came in for EDC, street, everything, the bookkeeper did it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Let
under, that fell under the
let-
bookkeeper's position.
me ask you. Position of the bookkeeper, 60. Wait, where are you? I want to mention it, but you're here. So, where are you?
Right there. She's at
The
the
01-1085.
1085. She's the second one under admin.
Oh, there you are, okay. So you're making that amount, and how much from EDC a year?
5. I was told more than that whenever I started, that I would have a review at 3 months. And I never got a review.
So you're making 60.
65.
And Lisa?
5.
5. So you're at 60.
That's ridiculous.
Minus 5.
That's ridiculous.
No, I only make 65. Total.
So you make-
Yeah, because I'm 55. And then I get 5 from certificate. I get 10.
Something's out of hand.
If they say I get 10, I don't know.
They added, animal control.
Nope.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, they did?
I think it is somewhere in
Let me see. It is?
animal control. It's in there.
I didn't see it.
Animal control.
But they said it was budgeted.
What about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're working on that right now.
I don't see animal control. It might
yeah.
be over
It's in
here.
the budget.
It's in the budget.
In 2025?
Huh?
Animal control services is in the
Yeah,
budget.
I saw it somewhere.
It's
Not
in there.
2025?
Last year.
Oh, last year. Sorry.
That's
Wrong page.
animal control last year?
It's just underneath maintenance.
So it's not a line item out, it's just included
Like this
as a
year?
total.
Because this year
Maintenance
you,
for park, it's not separated out or anything.
Oh,
Can we do a workshop on this?
It's crazy.
35 minutes on this.
I know.
We could just go with her numbers right now. This is budget, and we'll workshop, we'll hash this out. What do you think? I know this is I mean, they're quite conservative numbers for the salaries. Way conservative.
No, I don't think the salaries.
I mean,
well, we already recommended. What do we want? So we already know about that. Okay, now,
What we got
I mean,
now?
everything else looks good.
No, what I'm saying. It's gonna be plus for us.
I don't understand why,
Like the water cells.
we didn't, well, what should have happened, we should have gotten the budget and allow us to review it. And then when we come over here, we already have our changes highlighted, we already know what we're gonna talk about. And we're trying to hash it out here. We all have different opinions and different ideas. And then you have it on the meeting tomorrow for approval.
It has to be how we have 30 days left to be able to do it.
Right.
Which tell-
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
so-
a 30-day clock.
So you can schedule it for approval in September.
Let's look at the system right quick. I have a question for you. On the system, you only did an increase of $70,000 for water cells.
Says I don't have to illegal water anymore. It's stage one.
They went to one, yeah.
The water's gonna go up.
Yeah.
Cause they just dropped it to stage 1, so,
They did.
so the water cells can go up a lot.
Right.
Well, they're gonna just
So-
start releasing water.
So you're going to estimate it by year end is 583,400,
Maybe more than that.
but year to date is 486. That's we're gonna get that much?
Are you looking at,
Sewer.
wait a minute, you're looking at sewer, you're not looking at water.
Yeah, but still, at both, because look at the year to date, 835, estimated 1,000,003 in waters, but you only increase it 70,000, which is realistic, but why
On
the
sewer,
sewer, you're estimating by year end 583,000, and you're using the same number for 2027. When by then, next year, you should already have a bunch of houses.
Oh, yeah.
The water connections, 28,200 by year end, and you're gonna have the same.
And that's why I had given y'all both of them to put what, when
Oh,
y'all thought they were be.
okay.
Cause like the cells, that's, I think I used like 6% is the water cell increase. That's how much that we're gonna have to, that would be the upcharge.
Well, that's a pass-through.
Yes.
Right. But I think what we talked about is that there's a lot of new construction.
Mhm.
There's a lot of homes, and I think Becky had mentioned that when she did it, she would just do like a 15%
A
increase.
12 to
12 to
15%, yeah,
15% increase
across the board.
across the board.
Right.
What do you think, Jess?
That's all right. I like that.
So estimated at the year end times 15%.
Mm-hmm. For all of it together.
Year to date. Mm-hmm.
Because Becky's been doing it long, it's pretty much accurate, I bet.
Well, it's about as close as you can get, without having actual numbers, and you
No,
don't,
you said
you don't
you've
ever
been doing it
carry
now.
actual, yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
conservative too.
I'm always trying to be conservative.
So that's good.
But you did leave it blank for us too, so just plug in the number, 50%.
I told you like to put numbers in there. Let's see. Make sure the big.
What else y'all see that, yeah, we don't have to go
And the
through?
water tap should be higher instead of 15. I mean,
No, what?
Instead of 1,000.
She said they already. put
Water
a bunch of them
tabs?
already.
It's only
The water taps.
1,500.
That's true, she will.
The water taps, yeah.
Yeah, they should be up.
But if she were to take 15%
Across the board,
across the board,
then
right?
it would raise it, yeah.
Lisa.
Huh?
Was it your stomach?
No, what was it mean? My stomach? No, hombre, I'm not even hungry. I ate before I came.
Not me.
It was just me. It was probably him. He's over there
No,
eating
I-
everything.
No, I farted.
I did hear
Oh,
something.
I heard his stomach earlier, my stomach was growling.
Yeah,
I think it
no,
was,
it wasn't mine. It was
uh,
theirs
so-
because I had a corn dog before I came from Dairy Queen. I'm not hungry.
After you eat, you can stop. Mine, that's
Water
right.
taps.
No,
That's what's
no.
on
How many houses are you gonna build? You're gonna have more than
15%
$1,500.
of-
So I'm just saying between 12 and 15% increase each one of these.
So you would take 1,686,000 times 15%?
Mm-hmm, or 12%,
Or
just
do
be,
12?
just be 12. I would just be 12.
Did you get that, Betsy? 1,686,300,
The bottom keep on going.
where it says sales, fees, fines total.
Mhm.
If you increase that by 15%.
Yeah, that's right.
Be
No, I mean 12%, I'm sorry, yeah.
12%.
One's got little bitty one, the other one's got big one.
So you're looking at 202,000, Becky, does that sound?
I don't know, let's take it out.
Something like that.
She'll show us here a little bit.
Yeah, just 12% of all these, yeah.
So 202,000, that sounds about,
Mhm.
the Lori Walker's gonna start
She is.
also, yeah, in a few months.
Yeah, I already talked to her.
Mhm. So that's gonna help out.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking at these numbers over here.
Okay, the overtime on the personnel, the overtime, it was proposed, well, actual, in 2025 was 3,900. And then actual budgeted was 8,000, but we went over 15,842. And we're gonna spend 19,000 by December. So you're proposing 20,000? Where's the, I mean,
That was based on the 8%. These numbers have the 8%.
The 8% in them, so
oh, okay, so
we
that's.
might just leave those alone, let them stay.
Leave it at 25, 20,500? Huh?
I'm lost. Hang on a minute. I'm using glasses. I don't.
I'm
use
talking
them.
about the expense under personnel.
At the 20,000.
Your stomach.
No.
It says system salaries, 174,700, and then overtime, 20,500.
Well, if she's already raised it, if it's already got an 8% increase in it, I would just leave it with the 8%. You see what I'm saying?
Look at how much was
15
proposed,
times
Scotty.
the max 3%.
They spend that. And this is by December, and now she's proposing. So y'all wanna leave that the same? It's always best to shoot high, then, I guess.
Yeah.
Donna.
Oh,
Leave her
Donna.
Donna,
Did-
guess he wants.
Can I get a water?
Did you? Yeah, you want a Coke or water?
Give me a Coke.
Billy, did you-
Get him a Whataburger.
And if she's already got the 8% built in.
Right, some of these are gonna change.
Well,
It's,
I don't see the
Yeah,
reason.
but
to
he
change
did,
it.
it is,
Ours
yeah.
have 8% built in, so I would just leave these.
That's what I'm saying, that, she did good on this one here.
Yeah, she's already done these.
She redid
That's
these,
fine.
that's what, thank you.
I would be okay with
Yeah,
that.
because this, like I said, she did a pretty good, when I saw that, I liked it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
I
liked
didn't
it.
realize it had the 8%.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying, then I don't.
Because she didn't tell me that last time, she said,
Right.
she didn't say, I did this.
Yeah, no,
So
if she's
now she
already got
explained
it there, I'd leave that alone, I'm fine.
Okay.
So I guess if that's based on an 8%
Yeah, I understand that.
pay.
I would just leave those alone.
If the max is the 3%, wouldn't it need to be at 3%?
Yeah, because she.
Right.
put in
So
some
you can
pretty good
just
numbers
leave
in
it.
there.
Okay.
I'm fine with all of
I'm
that.
happy with everything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, once you just change the other one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now where we at?
And then for the system, we're trying to change the way we're entering in, where it has like the water repairs and sewer repairs. We'll try going forward, maybe we might go backwards and look at them. And break out
ground.
the contract expenses.
Mhm.
We can see how the contract labor amount, how much we're paying for equipment that's being operated, the fuel mobilization, their washout and disposal fees, and the material. That way we can kind of get an estimate of, we're paying this much in labor costs, and why don't we just pay another employee?
Exactly.
I know, so we're
So-
paying contract services of 829,000. And that's where we talked about
Mm-hmm.
hiring a
Mhm.
company that'll do
Exactly.
with their own employees. That's their,
Well, the 512,000 of it is, our purchase water.
okay. Who are the outside consultants when it comes to water?
I think that's just gonna be our, what we're paying for the operators. The contractors.
So you have to have somebody with a license, right? Do we have somebody with a license?
Those are the contractors. So I think that's the outside consultants.
Okay, I'm okay with it.
I'll swear. Show.
did this already? I think that's, I guess, the one we did.
So like the insurance, it's all together? The windstorm, everything is all together for all like, for everybody, for all the buildings?
It's all underneath its own department. Where, like, on the system, it's got system windstorm, so that's just the system's portion, is the 40,900.
And that covers what? What building?
All the equipment that's out there.
Only the equipment outside?
So
So
this
then
the
like for
system
the,
equipment.
so then like for the,
So one,
for the building, it's a different one,
210,
general,
210.
like the fire department?
Yeah,
Like
so the
for-
fire department would have,
Its own-
they have a line item
Okay.
for windstorm.
One of the councilmen wants to go over the fire department. On page 2 of the general fund.
So you budgeted 72, last year we budgeted 72.5. You're estimating 101 end of the year?
Yes.
Why? I guess my first question is, did they turn in anything and did they ask for the 92.5? Is that what they asked for? Or did you do it on your own?
They're supposed to turn in their wish list.
They turned in a sheet.
Can I see it?
Where?
I passed them out
There was
to
a
them.
sheet here, I thought we got a sheet
That was the first thing.
of a couple of requests.
And I know I put them in
Yeah.
here, but I'm not sure
Is it in here?
if they.
Yeah, here, it's in with your,
and then
It-
the fire
it was
department
what was
is-
sitting here, it's with this. The fire
I know
department.
last time y'all talked about, I guess, giving them more or
No,
Maybe basing
last
it-
year we,
basing it off their world fire calls.
Here. It looks like this, yeah, yep. And then here's the library.
so what's the? Okay.
Still doesn't amount to 100.
No, what's the total here? The total, you don't have a total in there.
For the fire department?
Yeah,
92,500.
but this doesn't add up to that.
So
This
that's
is just the
their
wish,
request.
this is just the
That's
wish
their
list.
additional stuff that they wanted. this
Okay,
year.
so again, last year they were budgeted at, I think 75.
72.5.
Huh?
Mhm, 72.5.
was the budget.
Okay, so
Right.
why are we taking it to 92.5?
It's 20,000.
In my proposed column, so on some of these, I've taken out the stuff that's like not a you can identify it's not a recurring expense.
Did you put like the contractor, the insurance, building, windstorm, did you put all that in there?
Yes, and that's the reason why
Yeah, it's in there.
their budget and their year-to-date. So their windstorm, we didn't have a budgeted number for them. And then
Oh, last year,
year
okay.
end is like
okay.
16,287.
See, they didn't have that windstorm and
Where?
stuff over there.
Last year. That's a good
See,
one.
I
they
believe
didn't have
last
anything
year
in
it was
blanks.
like 60,000 was all booked underneath the general fund admin.
I mean, we can probably go for fine tune.
Is any of this wish list in with this proposed amount?
I know I put it in there, but I know some of my spreadsheets got kind of messed up, so I'm not sure if it carried.
Like we know the windstorm's gonna go up.
Right. Well, and she's got that in there, but it
Yeah.
wasn't in there last year.
Right.
And neither was the fire department building insurance. So there's
Yeah.
19, there's 20,000 right there. Yeah, that's where the increase is.
Small.
But the wish list is built in there, right?
That's what she said
Should
it,
be.
it should be, but that doesn't.
Tools and equipment should be 12,400.
Sounds right.
Which good, that just comes out to about
Mhm.
close to 90.
Because the insurance, all that stuff.
And I forgot about the windstorm.
Yeah. And a few meetings ago, we did mention about the windstorm that we decided, and it was out as well. What else do I want to see? Police. Police municipal. The next page.
I have a question before we move on. On the fire department, they only get $10 per run, right? Does it have to stay at $10?
Yes.
It does?
If we're paying, I looked into it, so I was like,
Okay.
when's the last time they had an increase? If they get paid over $50 a month, we need to start giving them W-2.
Ah, okay. Sadly, okay, I understand that then. Yeah,
Because they're gonna.
Because in a
reach
year-
600.
yeah, because
Over
they'll reach their
600
600, Thank you.
And there's just a special rule on it too. I don't know.
which is a bummer, but. Okay, that answered my question. Thank you.
I remember we used to get paid 6,
Well,
back in the day.
well, I knew there was a reason that it had to stay at that. I just
Cost
didn't
of living.
understand what it was, and that makes sense. Okay, thank you. Now we can go to yours. You were going to police department?
Yep.
Okay. I'll move.
So I just put that 200, there was already 1,000 there, and I just put 201 there. It's just a placeholder in this software. I think it's software expense, so that would go under something.
So the postage, they help pay for the machine?
Mhm.
Is that it?
So are we on the police department?
Yes.
Yes.
Or is that-
Yes,
Okay, so if we don't have a police department right now, why do we have all this other stuff that's on here?
The TMS.
Like-
the
So-
town.
So there's-
Continuing education,
The first,
continuing education, 1,300, telephone,
the first one,
2,000.
where it says police municipal at the top,
Mm-hmm.
so in code, it's underneath one department, the police and the municipal.
Okay,
So the
So this
first,
is
where it says police municipal, that's just municipal court.
So it's
Okay.
not
This is
police.
just municipal.
Okay,
so the court salaries, is that the judge?
The judge, prosecutor, and court clerk.
The personnel would just be the municipal court clerk.
I was gonna say, that total is not all three.
And then the contract services, that's where the judge is.
Yeah.
And the prosecutor.
Oh, okay. There it is.
oh, they're
Oh,
down. Okay,
shoot.
they're under contract.
So we're definitely in the red.
Yeah.
We're not,
So that's what I'm saying, I mean, we need to make a decision on this, because we're in the red. So we need to decide, or maybe it's for a later date that we decide this, but I think Jesse and the mayor have a good, or Billy have a good point. We're always gonna be in the red. Technology fund, what's that? $4,500.
That's money that gets set
That's
aside from
for-
tickets.
And that actually would go against the line item technology
Mhm.
fund as a restricted fund expense.
Right.
So we have money to pay for that line item.
Office supplies, 3,300.
And then that was fund view. Office supplies,
Well, if they've been mailing out letters and stuff.
Huh?
Because they do a lot, they do letters, don't they?
I promise you that Joe did not send out any letters.
Patricia's, does
Which one?
Patricia send out letters?
Janitorial services, 1,400.
Yeah.
I mean, there's,
so the janitorial, that's like, I think they usually just take the janitorial cost and then they're splitting it between
All the
and
buildings.
all the buildings.
The buildings, and that's that share.
so this doesn't have anything to do with the ambulance.
No,
Mm-mm.
That's the thing, next one, right?
that's the next.
So, okay,
There's police, the next
Oh, the
one's police.
police is next.
this,
That's the next.
yeah. Telephone, 2,000.
Do they have a telephone over there? Or are they just using the phones here? Are they just using the phones here? Because nobody's
Oh,
over there.
They have a landline.
They have a
Yeah,
landline
they have a
over there too.
landline over there. Mhm.
So when it, all because just in case she has to have court, they
Mhm.
have to have that.
So how did you come up with the court fine fees? How'd you come up with that one?
That I just did the estimate pipeline, but I think that is our line barker expense.
Okay.
So they have a copy machine over there too?
Mhm.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then we have one here. Does she use the one over there? Or she just uses the one here?
I think she uses the one over there too, whenever she's over there, because she goes over there.
Oh, she does go over there?
Yeah, she
Okay.
goes over there.
Yeah, she was there today.
Okay.
She was over there today.
So you have software expenses. You have a big number over here of 201.
But that was just I use that as just a placeholder.
Huh?
'Cause I use that as just a placeholder because you were told me to put 200,000 there. And then there was 1,000 that was already at the software expense, so I just added 201, I added 200 to that amount. So in the final.
I don't understand.
In the final budget, that number needs to be divided on where it needs to be allocated.
What is it?
That's a lot of money, 201.
Well, what is it? You're 201.
For software.
201,000 for software for a department we don't even have.
You had told me to put $200,000 in the budget for the police, and so I just put it there as a placeholder. It could have gone on any line item.
So if we're not gonna have
But I
one, we
would
can,
need y'all to tell me which amount would need to go.
so do we just do away with this department?
Each
Well, you
one.
don't want to do away with a department.
Right.
It's what it-
What if we do
what
eventually?
if Eventually.
Well, that's what she's saying. She put it in there as a placeholder.
Told her to put 200,000.
He told her to put
I remember
200.
that.
Okay, she didn't know where to put it.
Right. Yeah, that I remember. That
She didn't know where to put it, so she just made a.
So,
She just stuck it there.
Yeah,
so your proposed budget, this is your proposed budget? Is including one, you included a police department in it?
You had told me to put it in there, so that's why I put it in there.
So that's what that is.
Okay.
see, and if we have a balanced budget.
Doesn't mean we have to use it.
Like I say, y'all want to consider,
Use it.
I mean, I
And
know
we
it hasn't
don't
gone
have
back
a
to the
balanced
drawing board,
budget.
one police officer can handle code enforcement. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Okay. This is the bomb in the EMS.
Hmm.
This is what's killing us.
Mm-hmm.
Why did the Tri-City thing, because you said it was maybe just animal control.
Remember Tri-City?
Yeah, Tri-City, the ambulance service, that's been like 15, 20 years ago.
Why did it stop?
It stopped because it wasn't cost effective for
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
because there was, some people were getting more services, other cities were getting more services than others, and that's why they felt it wasn't fair. So every city started getting their own when they did away with it.
It's
They
like,
started
almost
contract.
already share in the ambulance. 'Cause
Right, but
whenever they cover the different areas. It's to work out. I feel like.
In a perfect world.
Yeah. Exactly.
So can we charge them?
I'm just moving.
Oh.
I can't see right
Your prints? Yeah, 'cause those are crappy.
now. I'm old.
He's got it on good.
Which one?
General fund 410, general fund 410. He's got 202, that's what I was looking for.
Oh, that's not looking for me.
Software expense that you put on that one?
That's what
Okay,
she
that's
put the
where
police
it-
department.
oh,
Remember
wow,
that?
that's what was-
No, that's what she said, she put the police department.
Oh, that,
Yeah.
oh, she put it.
She didn't know where to put it.
You know, what is it?
I mean, that's still good to put it in.
Just in case.
The same, man, in my opinion. And I'm an officer, you code enforcer, whoever.
So what we're gonna, bottom line,
Yeah.
what's the bottom line?
Oh, we're gonna do the EMS, but, I mean,
They
we're already in the road, we signed the contract.
Oh, there you go.
Nah.
can't remember that one.
The only thing is, are you gonna talk to ambulance service about like sort of paying some sort of rent or pay the utilities to the city to offset it?
Portion?
You want me to?
Yeah.
I think it's
Well-
written in the contract.
Yeah, I think
though.
it's, everything's in the contract. We will
Yeah.
have to rewrite that contract.
Well, it can be, I'm just saying, hey, it's just, can you find out what other cities do?
Okay.
Because I know other cities, they don't provide the way we do.
Oh,
And again, remember, they violated the contract. They keep on saying, oh, the ambulance is in the making. The ambulance is in the making. No, it's not. Because even when I was mayor, they were supposed to do that. That was what, 4 or 5 years ago.
That's more.
So it's okay, we negotiate the contract.
right.
At this point, we don't care what ambulance you bring, but
In the other library.
Oh,
Oh, look at her, she was dropping. That's why she couldn't hear you, she was writing.
the library's good. Donna's good.
And I know I made an adjustment and it's not showing up on here. But on for the office supply, it should be, or she had requested to have the San Patricio newspaper and the Colorado Times newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot of requests for those, and I can do it technology, but so many of the people are requesting, want that in their hand.
And also we get the tax, all the public, we got to put stuff in the newspaper. It's good to check that out.
That would be really nice.
And then also, there was a guy that used to donate water, but they're not donating water anymore.
Right, so she's wanting
Like Kogan
the cooler.
carpets.
Cool.
It's okay by me. Yeah.
Is she doing the janitorial services too? Donna? Yeah.
I did that when the budget was cut in half.
I can leave it.
That was fine.
Everything else looks good.
So what is the bottom line? Are we
Yeah,
in?
I have a question, Betsy.
Mhm.
So, the last couple of months with all the, I guess, dog issues that have been coming up, I know there's been a lot of Facebook commitments to our community, the community that we're gonna put them in a shelter, we're working on this, we're thinking of doing this. And if we're gonna go that route, did you put that in our budget anywhere?
I just have the total, I don't know if we have the figures yet on it.
Huh?
I don't think we have like the figures yet.
So you didn't include that in our budget anywhere for,
200,000 people.
The 200,000.
Software.
Where is that?
The
So-
only thing you added
the
was.
only had on there was 4,200. But according to this, you've had 4,200 in there in the past. And you're gonna continue that. It's basically telling our citizens that we're not gonna do anything according to the budget. But there's been some commitments made, am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
About,
Yeah.
we're gonna do this and we're gonna
The
do
game
that.
room.
And we
I
don't
have
have
a-
anything budgeted.
So I am sending one of our workers, Rosendo Gomez, to animal control training. TAP is willing to do an interlocal agreement so we can take animals to their animal shelter and house animals there. This just was like in the last couple of days. So there's also a training for euthanization that Rosendo's willing to go to get certified in that. I don't know if y'all know Cheryl Martinez. She's the executive director for PAC
Mm.
out in Corpus, and she wants to come do a town hall meeting and talk to the citizens in Odem. And yes, the city is responsible for some of these strays, but it also takes the community to be a part in helping also. And she wants to come and help and talk to the community about that. But TAP is also willing to provide us some room at their facility. So we're sending one of our guys to get certified in that.
Should we put some more money in there, maybe another 10?
I would have a problem putting another 10 in there, just in case.
Betsy?
Put in 52.
Because the interlocal agreement that we have with Sampat is what, like 1,200 or 1,300? And they're not gonna take
No.
any animals. They're even building a new shelter and they're not gonna make any room for us.
I thought at the beginning they had said they were gonna do one for us.
Yeah.
If it's a bite for a human,
Oh,
yeah. So I'm hoping that we can change that and maybe pay TAP instead since they're willing to. And they're making their animal shelter bigger too. And the police chief and the manager already told me that they're willing to help us with whatever we need.
good. And I agree with Isaac, is increase the number on that a little bit.
Put in 52 then.
That animal control is part-time. Yeah. It's always been part-time.
Right, no, that's fine. And now that Victor is retiring, Rosendo's gonna be in charge of the wastewater treatment plant. So when Victor comes part-time, Victor will be at the wastewater treatment plant and then Rosendo can go and do part-time, going around. Because today we just had a resident call out in Parker that there's 3 pit bulls roaming around and we really can't do much, because we don't have a certified person to
Yeah.
pick up those animals.
My dog jumps my gate, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what number
I sprayed it one
did y'all
time.
want for that animal
He
control?
would have followed you, right?
I would have had 10,000 to it.
I sprayed it one time.
15 total? Or-
Yeah, it sounds good.
He probably continue following me because he likes to run with the people.
And then, do we want to leave that in maintenance, I know we've got mosquito fund or department, which I think needs to go away, it needs to just be under park or something.
No, we need to see.
But like to have it under, because it's like a
Under there.
separate fund, mosquito
Put
fund.
under that one.
Yeah, put it under that one.
Oh, there it is, mosquito, $217.
But there's been other expenses, and I think they've all landed in like park. I'm not sure why only one of them is in.
So are we gonna meet one more time? Or no?
Tomorrow, so tomorrow, I guess that would be the final touches on for the proposal, which is just the, I guess, a ceremonial of, and I don't even know if it really has to be approved in council. It's more of the mayor is submitting the budget. This is the proposed budget to Lisa. And that starts the 38
That should
o'clock.
be
Then we still can have the workshop, so we can still work through this numbers and get them to where,
By then you. the
'Cause we have to
bottom
post in the
figures will
paper.
change,
yes.
and you'll let us know.
What's the name of that? The
That's
gentleman-
where it
gentleman?
Don't we have to post in the paper?
That we're, I guess,
is.
for
We
the
can't go
budget,
over that right now.
upcoming
Unless
budget
she's gonna
hearing. And then the tax rate
So how are we doing? 90,000?
for tomorrow.
Okay.
And so something on the tax rate, we got a letter from, I don't know if y'all heard about the letters that
Yeah, because
people
no
have been
audits,
getting.
no audits, you can't go over those.
Well, we got a letter and it was a little confusing to read because it sounds like we're gonna get penalized, like punished is how I took it, for not having our audits done.
So who-
Thinking that maybe they didn't have that we did the no new revenue rate last year,
So who sent it?
but the Attorney General's office.
Should be zero.
Put 100,000.
And-
We got an
Then
email
they-
from the newspaper,
But
but Debbie answered it for us.
But then it came through,
Whenever you make the additions, it should change, because it's always better to do a balanced budget.
yeah, so That
So
was
the
the other-
increases, we should be able to work it.
and are we leaving the police department as the flat 200?
I was telling you, it used to be 100,000, take it under 1,000 out.
Well, you can still leave it at 200, but remember, you can
It's a
also
total-
increase. I know Becky had said the 15%, once you plug that in on the permit fees and all that,
Could it
that's
go up?
200,000 right there.
That's underneath the system fund though.
Oh, I thought it was the whole total.
Before you do the whole.
This would be
Yeah.
just the general
Do the
fund.
whole total.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the whole total.
It's gotta do the whole
To the
total,
whole-
because you total the whole, all of them together.
So all cells fine?
It's the bottom figure on each
Right.
fund.
Come on, bro.
They see us here.
Well, now it's me.
I hear him growling, I heard over here and then I heard here.
Now I'm gonna perk it. I don't drink,
In there.
I don't drink Coke. but I got perk.
But I'm drinking tea, and the more, and I drank this, so now it's.
And I guess it's more of, I guess, for the mayor to, it's the mayor's approval or proposing.
No, it's not his approval.
Or it's his,
It's
he's proposing it to y'all to pass.
It's his recommendation.
Yes,
So do we need to meet tomorrow?
yes.
We have a call, a special call meeting tomorrow at 6:30.
Hopefully it'll be short.
But we still have workshops and,
September
Budget
1st, we
hearing.
have a workshop. We have a
Do we
council
all have to be here
meeting.
tomorrow?
We have a council meeting at 7 and then we have the workshop at 6.
As long as we have a.
Tomorrow.
September the 1st. Tomorrow, we have a special call meeting tomorrow at 6:30.
and that's to propose,
And it's just a budget.
that's to propose, I guess, the tax rate, if y'all wanna do the no, so with the,
We're not passing anything?
No,
yes.
yes.
So it's to propose the tax rate of,
Oh,
to go with the no
Yeah.
revenue rate or a higher
I'm in
rate.
a wheelchair if I have.
But with the,
But
so
that's tomorrow.
I read some stuff with TML that says that we don't have to go with the no new revenue rate. But the Attorney General is making it sound like we have to go with that rate. I sent an email to them, and I have not heard back. I called them, and they're like, you have to email.
Some minutes from last night.
Oh,
So I would lean towards, we'd still need to go with the new revenue rate.
Yeah.
So we approve the proposed, it means that we're approving the actual budget, and that's what it means. You know that?
Well, we're approving the proposed, but we
But
haven't
we still have to
approved
do
the we haven't adopted the budget.
Yeah.
Right. That's not till like the
Okay, but
15th of
it's-
September.
This would make,
Okay.
this would, I guess, give
the.
a signal to the public of, hey, come look at it.
Okay.
Come argue why you don't want these here.
Of what you don't want.
Make it available so they.
Donna, somebody made a mess over here. Coach,
I give it. I give it a little bit, just a little bit.
But, yeah.
I'm good.
Good?
Yeah, the meeting is over.
You might, Billy. You might.
Oh, you like a pencil back?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I can bring them back.
That's right.
You know you'll forgive them next time.